and welcome to Recess with PunkinFutz. I am your host, Miss Rebecca, and today we are joined by Miss Jackie and Georgia. Hi guys, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So first off, we're going to thank all of the essential workers out there, all the nurses and doctors and grocers and delivery people, all the PTs, OTs, teachers, all the parents. You guys are doing a fantastic job, and we couldn't do this without you, so thank you. And would you guys like to join me in thanking all the grown-ups around us?
Yes, of course. Right, always.
Cool. Always, right? We always want to thank the grown-ups around us. So on the count of 3, we'll say, thank you, grown-ups. We're going to look over here, look up, down, wherever they are. And we're going to say, thank you, grown-ups. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, grown-ups. Fantastic job, guys. All right. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So I am Miss Jackie, and this is Georgia. And we teach artists and crafts, which started out in Brooklyn when Georgia was actually 2 years old.
Wow.
Is a child caregiver class where we learn about a famous artist every week and then do a kid-related activity. So, for example, today we're going to learn a little bit about Vincent van Gogh, and then we're going to
do a project.
Yes, and we're going to finger paint Starry Night.
Very cool.
But now the bonus to quarantine is that we teach our class on Zoom. So every Thursday at 10 a.m. we teach class on Zoom. And what do you think's awesome about that?
Well, I think it's really cool that I get to be here because normally I don't get to be at the classes, so I get to hang out with the students and do some.
It's a lot of fun because Georgia started out in class with me, and then she grew up and went to school. So so she couldn't be with us, and now she gets to be with us again. So it's a lot of fun.
That's amazing. Yeah, getting to work with mom is a real perk of being at home, I would have to say. And you get to help her, which is amazing. So Georgia, how old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
9 years old. And since you guys are going to be talking about artists, I think it's apropos to ask, what is your favorite artist and why?
I think my favorite artist would be Georgia O'Keeffe because my name is also Georgia, and she painted flowers, and I really like her paintings and stuff, and I think they're really pretty.
Yeah, I enjoy Georgia O'Keeffe also. She's fantastic. All right, well,
there's so many
what was that?
There's so many good artists to choose
from. That is true. There are so many good artists. Yeah, I liked Dali when I was young, and Picasso. I think those two were when I was very young, I enjoyed those two. But now that I'm older, I think a little different tastes. I think. But yeah, so I think that about does it. We can see your comments this time, guys. So if you have anything that you'd like to say to Miss Jackie or to Georgia, chime in. Any questions? If they ask any questions, you can answer. Ooh, there we go. There's one. Shanique likes Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo is amazing. I love her. Actually, that movie that was like a biopic with Selma Hayek. It was quite nice. Ooh, do we have a secret that we'd like to?
I was just saying to make sure everybody knows that our classes are 10 o'clock on Thursdays because we do teach Frida Kahlo in our class. And it's a lot of fun, especially when we play with Play-Doh. Everybody always gets a fun Play-Doh unibrow, which everybody thinks is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, once I have no idea when it was, but I dressed up as Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, that's a good Halloween costume. If anybody's looking for a good Halloween costume, Frida Kahlo always wins.
That's amazing. I would love to dress up like her. So colorful, and so there's a lot of florals, and that'd be beautiful. And I bet you make an excellent Frida Kahlo, Georgia. Yeah, Shanique wants to go to the class with Frida Kahlo. Very cool. All right, well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Hooray, hi all, happy recess. Exactly. Like Lisa said, I will leave it to you guys and have a happy recess.
All right, great. So our artist today is Vincent van Gogh. And really what I want you to remember about him is he is a Dutch painter. So that means he's from the Netherlands.
Which is really cool.
Yes. I lost my book already. What did I do with the book? Do you have the book? Guys, I lost the book. I don't know where it went. George is gonna find the book because I feel like it probably fell on the floor. Yep. And we're gonna read the book in a little bit, but I just want to use the book to show you his most famous piece, I believe, is Starry Night, and that's what we're gonna make today. It is beautiful. Vincent van Gogh is known for his self-portraits, his landscapes, and his still lifes. So today we're gonna do one of his landscapes, which is Starry Night. He used oil paint. We're gonna use
finger.
Yeah, so George is going to go over all the materials you need. Yeah, go ahead.
You need some paints.
So we're using like colors of the night sky.
So like yellow for the moon, or blue and purple. And you can also use black because in the painting...
It's at the end.
Oh. And in his painting, he has like a city. Well,
yeah, so you could use
not a building.
That
looks like a building.
Yeah, it's like a tree. You can really use any colors you'd like to, but we kind of like to go with like the colors of the night sky. So finger paint is something.
And you can also forks and Q-tips or anything you really want to make like design, like this would make like delicate lines or thicker lines.
Yeah, and we'll demo them. But a fun thing we love to do in artists and crafts, we do this all the time, is we like to switch up the paintbrush. So instead of just using a boring old paintbrush every time, we like to use different things like Q-tips and forks, or we also use toilet paper rolls are really good. If you cut up the ends, you can kind of make a Jackson Pollock splatter. So we're always kind of changing things up and giving kids different experiences.
This is finger paint, so if you want, you can use your fingers and it'll be fine. But if you don't like to get your hands messy like in paint, like me, you can also use paintbrushes.
Yeah, so in class, some kids are messy hand kids and some kids are not messy hand kids. So we always say you are the artist. So if the artist does not want to use their hands for finger paint, they don't have to. Just give them a paintbrush.
Or if the artist wants to make, I don't know, maybe not Starry Night, like sunny morning.
Yes, yeah, that's true. If they want to use like reds and oranges and yellows, they could totally change up the night sky.
To make a sunrise.
So for our canvas today, instead of just using regular paper, we have
cardboard and tin foil. And you're gonna take This is gonna be the back of mine. So normally what I do is I put it over like this, like this, and then you fold it around.
So we like tin foil because it kind of gives it a different texture, and it's a little reflective and metallic, and
you just fold it around like that.
It will make the stars like shine brighter.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa does not like stuff on her hands. Yeah. I know, you're either you like it or you don't like it. You like being messy or you don't like being messy.
One or the other.
Yeah, usually.
And
sometimes
also,
maybe there's a mix, but
if you're gonna if you want to do it the one way you can do it is you put the stars on first, paint over it, wait until it dries, and then take off the stars.
Yeah, so that's called the resist technique, and we do that in class several different times. You want to show them what it will look like? Because that's so fun, especially if you have little kids. Oh, the shiny side and matte side. Lisa, it doesn't really matter. I did the matte side out, and I think Georgia did the shiny side out. So you could see, like, it looks similar, but a little different. So especially when you have little kids, I love the resist technique because then you could really just let them, like, have at it. So you'll put like stickers down on a piece of paper and let them paint over the entire thing with, I usually try to limit the colors to colors that mix well together. But
so
then
you don't make like a brown.
Yeah, nobody really wants just like a grayish, greenish color at the end.
Unless you like that.
Yeah, unless you like that. True. Good point, Georgia. So that way they can be all like mushy and crazy, and then when you peel it off, it will be like pristine wherever the sticker you came off with. So
like this, you can see like there was a sticker over here. There was a sticker here. There was stickers.
Yeah. So we'll start with our star stickers, and we're gonna put them down before we paint.
Be too stuck to the thing, or you're gonna rip the tinfoil.
Yeah, this part is a little delicate, and in our in-person classes, you would just come and paint, and then I would stay there probably like a half an hour later taking off all of the stars. But at home, either mom or dad or your babysitter, or if you're old enough, you could do it yourself. But the first step is to put all the stars.
These are really sticky, so I might not just like stick it down. I might just like gently put it on.
Yeah, exactly. So the first part is to put all the stickers down, as many as you'd like, but remember you're going to take them off afterwards, so you don't want to put too many down because you're making more work for yourself later. I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 5.
I just gently put it down because it's...
Yeah, you want to remember that you want to take it back up.
Also, window.
Yeah, window clings are the best that we've found that works, but sometimes lately we've been trying to use them and they don't even stick.
So it doesn't matter what color they are, because like, if you're going to take them off. Also, you could just paint the thing, wait for it to dry, and then put stickers on after.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are a parent or a grown-up that doesn't want to get their hands messy, maybe just have them finger paint and then add the star stickers later and have the star stickers be part of it. In that case, you really want to pick star stickers that you like the color of. This one, it doesn't matter so much because we're going to take them up. But if you ever see these are my favorite star stickers. They're like the reward star stickers. You can get them at like any drugstore or, you know, like any school section. Those look really pretty on top. So that's an option.
And then after you finish putting all your stickers on, then paints.
Yes.
You can take your paintbrush or your hands.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to do my hands. I like to use a different finger for each color because I don't mind getting my hands messy. Look, my hand's kind of messy from before.
My hands get messy either way, so I try to get them not that messy.
So are you going to use a paintbrush?
Yes.
Okay, so Georgia's going to use the paintbrush. If you remember the picture of Starry Night, the moon is in the upper right corner.
This corner.
So that's what we're going to go for.
That's why I left the space over here. And
also... that was smart.
Yeah.
I did not leave a space over there.
Yeah, and also you can tell like this... Well, actually, there's like little round things around like the stars and stuff, so you can paint that if you want.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Van Gogh's art, I feel like, has motion to it if you look at it, which is... sometimes it looks like the wind is blowing, or in this case, it looks like the stars are moving a little bit. So I'm starting with the yellow in the corner. I'll try to do it this way. And then for the blue and the purple, I'm going to kind of
I'm kind of just mixing, like, the blue on and, like, kind of, like, a few spots leaving space so I can kind of mix the purple in, too.
So the kids in class really like this because sometimes with finger paint, it's really fun. Like if you make a mistake, you could always just kind of like...
Since it's tinfoil.
Yeah. You could almost like wipe it away and start over if you're not really feeling it. Georgia, what's your favorite thing to use? Different textures, different colors, different objects for your art?
Like to paint on it?
Like what's your favorite art medium?
I like using crayons. Not crayons. I like drawing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do like drawing. Colored pencil sometimes.
Yeah. I'm
I like oil pastels, or as they were called
oil
when I was younger, crayons. They're one of my favorites, and they're also really good with younger kids because they don't have to press as hard as they do with crayons. And now, I don't know if you've seen them, but I really wish they were out when Georgia was little. My youngest son is 7, so we missed the boat on this one too. They make this new, like, crayons. It almost looks like glue stick. And it's in like a little container, like a little, almost like a chapstick, right? But it like smushes on perfect. I forget what they're called, but like everybody in class tells me about them. Not the dot things. It's almost like an oil pastel, but like in a little case so you don't get as messy. But,
yeah, oil pastels can be pretty messy.
Yeah. So once you have your artwork covered, right? Kind of looks like it. You can use, and I did have paper towels nearby. Often I forget to have the paper towels nearby, and then I like, that's why my smock is a little messy.
I like it that way.
You do? Okay.
Wait, was that an accident?
Well, some of it. So if you want to use the fork, we're using just a plastic fork. Any fork will do, but maybe ask your parents first what fork they should use. And
you
you're just
want to use the fork that you're gonna eat with.
Yeah. And then you take it and you drag it across. See how it makes like very delicate lines? So you can kind of make waves with it, or even a swirl. Like Georgia said, there was like swirls in Van Gogh's painting.
Yeah. And for the Q-tip, I've already made some like pretty, like some thicker lines. But for the Q-tip, you can make thick lines. Like I'm making a circle down here.
Yeah.
It almost kind of erases it.
Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah.
And also, what I kind of like to do sometimes, I can just like rub. I can like rub it on it, and it kind of like spreads the color.
Yeah, it's almost like a teeny tiny paintbrush. This is also fun. We use Q-tips again a lot in class because now, when I was little, this Q-tip was used to clean my ears, and now the doctor says, do not put this in your ear. So I'm like, what are we going to do with it? I guess we should use it for art projects, right? So sometimes we even take it in paint and we use it to like make dots. Like in our Kusama class, Yuyoi Kusama, everybody know her. She's the one that has all the polka dots everywhere. Sometimes she has red hair. She's from Japan. But it's fun for little kids to get their motor skills with holding this teeny tiny Q-tip. I'm going to use my Q-tip to make like it look like a moon.
I decided to get my hands.
You did? I know. It's like, you got to do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to make, because the moon, I love the moon in Van Gogh's Starry Night because it almost looks like a sun from far away. It's like a crescent moon, but also you could see the rest of it. So it's like a circle, but with the crescent moon shape inside it. So I kind of like that. All right, now I'm going to work on my big reveal. Now I'm going to get really messy. Like you're really messy. That looks good, though. See, this is the part. In every class we take this, especially, not even especially now, but I feel like now that we're on Zoom, I have a more chance to see everybody's at the same time, where in class, we would see them, like we'd walk around or we'd have multiple classes. Everybody's take on the art always turns out great. Like Georgia has made this new color that's like a purplish bluish color. That's beautiful. You see it? And like my colors, I didn't blend them as much. Still looks good, but hers, love it. Okay, so now I'm going to do the big reveal. I'm going to carefully use my fingernails and pull off the star sticker. Now the key to this is you want to do it before it's completely dry, but you don't want to do it too soon. But you could see my star. Can you see it?
And also something you can do with the Q-tips, if you don't want to spend time like picking off the stars, and you don't want to put it on top, like wait for it to dry, you can draw a star with the Q-tip.
Yes, great idea.
So like, can't do it holding it out, but
yeah, or you could always trace over the stars you put there with a Q-tip. That'd be a good idea too.
So you don't have to pick it off.
All right, while we're peeling off these stars, would you like to sing my favorite song about stars with me?
Sure.
Okay, I like to point this out because I know you guys have lots of talented people here on recess, and we just have to remember Miss Jackie is the art teacher and not the music teacher. But as we say, it's all about volume, not really about pitch or tone. So you guys know it. If you know it, sing it with me. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Yay. That's always a winner. Do you guys have a song that you sing when you see a baby? Like, does anybody, like, anytime you see a baby, you have like a go-to song to like make them smile and laugh? My two are Twinkle Twinkle and then Open and Shut Them. I feel like, yeah, I feel like kids like this motion, and you're like pretty like good to get a smile out of them if you do that. All right, let me peel off one more.
Mine's almost done. I might add a little more blue because it's like purple city.
Oh yeah, it is. But I love it. I love it. So see my other one, I'm peeling them off. It's looking good. All right, while we finish up, we only have a couple more minutes. I'm gonna read our book. In class, I'm gonna read it this time. You keep painting. In class, we always read a book every class about either it's about an artist or it's related to them. And this one I love. It's by Julie Merberg and Susan Bobber. It's called In the Garden with Van Gogh. You could tell it's love because I have paint on it. But I love this because it features his artwork. So when I flip through the pages, the paintings you see are actual Van Gogh paintings. And she used those paintings and made a story out of them. So a lot of times when I see art, you imagine things, right? And this is like, she took that to a next level and she made a book about it. Let me see, Lisa, what is Open and Shut Them? Okay, Lisa, you're asking me to sing it, so I'm gonna sing it. And just remember, I should send you a link of someone who can actually sing, but it goes like this. Open and shut them, open and shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open and shut them, open and shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth, ah, but do not let them in. It's a winner every time. If you don't know her, Miss Nina is one of our favorite music singers.
Yes, she was at my
third birthday party. We met Miss Nina also in Brooklyn at Greenlight Bookstore. She used to do the story time when Jordan was a baby.
The Love Jack on
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a video of me as a baby and I'm like singing and dancing along to
every song. Miss Nina has a YouTube channel and every song Georgia was obsessed with. And then she was lucky enough and she came to her third birthday. It was almost like we had Justin Bieber at third birthday, right? Taylor Swift, someone really big. All right, back to the book. It is called In the Garden with Van Gogh. And it says, 12 sunflowers lean toward the light, 5 are wide open, 7 shut tight. All right, guys, help me count. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm running out of fingers.
All right, now I like to put Georgia to the test to see how much she's learning in school. We're going to count in Spanish. Does anybody know Spanish? Okay, Georgia does. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes!
I used to be able to count to 59, but I forgot.
Yeah, I don't think we have time to count all the way to 59. Or I would put you to the test. All right, this one says, out in the garden, there's a leafy bed where flowers bloom, white, purple, and red. This is a part of his series called Irises. Anybody ever see flowers like that? I love those. They're so pretty. I like that white one particularly. And sleepy old trees wave arms green with leaves. All right, this is one we like to get our stretch on. Can you guys do this? This is like our arm stretch. Normally we read this in the morning, so hopefully you guys have stretched by now. Normally it's our first stretch of the day. The trees fill with fruit for the juiciest crop, then pluck, filling baskets right to the top. Georgia, what's your favorite type of like fruit picking? Do you have a favorite?
Apple picking.
Apple picking's fun. I love picking strawberries. I know they don't come from a tree, but I've never really gone orange picking. They come from trees. Have you ever?
I picked one.
Yeah. What, maybe in Florida?
I think it was like outside the orange shop.
We did go see how orange juice was made one time, which was really fun, like, a couple years ago.
Yeah, I think it was there, and like I went outside and picked some.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did. You're right. She's right. The kids remember everything, guys. They remember.
I went orange picking, but I still picked oranges.
But before we have flowers, fruit, or trees, a sower scatters so many seeds. See, look at that one. Doesn't it look like it's moving? I love this. You see? Doesn't it look like? Oh, just like it almost looks like there's motion. You could feel him painting it, you know? In a yellow field under the bright blue sky, a farmer reaps when the wheat grows high. The hay is stacked. Climb a ladder and jump. We slide down the side and land with a thump. All right, this one's my favorite page for making a story about it, because I think the authors were like, what would kids think about when they saw this picture? They'd probably think about sliding down it like it's a hill. Like it's Fort Greene Park in the wintertime.
Unless they're like super high.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like you don't want to hurt yourself.
Yes, let's be careful. A haystack can be a cozy bed for tired bodies and sleepy heads. All right, guys, let me know. Did you guys get a nap in today? I hope so. We did not nap. We're past the napping days. But for those of you who have little ones, I really hope they took a nice long nap. And maybe you got to take one too, like this couple. Looks pretty cozy.
Can I see? Oh yeah, that does look comfortable.
Babies' first steps are careful and slow. Like plants in the garden, they take time to grow. I really like this one too, because look at those little kids. Does anybody have little guys at home learning to walk? It's such a fun time. It's a fun moment, right? I know, that would be fun to have a little baby walking. Plant and pick, sow and reap. All things that grow need time for sleep. In the quiet light of the starry night. There you go. And guys, if you want to see this one, it's at the MoMA when the MoMA opens again. I know we're still in quarantine. But we just saw it recently, and it was so fascinating because you think this picture would be really big, and it was actually only like, it was a lot smaller than I thought. That's the fun part about getting to see art in real life. Another artist we do is Romir Bearden, and he has this painting called The Block. It's made of a collage, and it's actually really huge, and a bunch of different panels like together that make it like one big piece. So I don't know, we always encourage you to go out, even if it's not a famous artist, even your local art spots, just to see art in real life. And even at home, you could take all your kid art and make a little gallery. Oh, thank you. We are a good mother-daughter duo. I think so too. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And also, when we're not doing classes, we have videos.
Oh yeah, hey Jordan, good job. We do have a YouTube channel, guys. So if you want to check it out,
and there's like videos all the way back to when I was
a wee one.
Yeah, I mean there is a really cute one. We did a hand painted card for Mother's Day. She was like 2 and had no hair.
Oh, that's adorable. Well, you guys, I agree
when
with...
I was little, was the one where I was dancing.
Oh, yes.
You were a dancer when you were little?
Yeah.
I bet you had a lot of gross motor skills going there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that comment that was just up, that Shanique just put up, which was, you guys are a fantastic duo, a mother-daughter duo. You guys are like so charming together. And, you know, Georgia, I had a great time watching you too, because you just, you know, I think you compliment your mom so well. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
Georgia definitely helps keep like the kids' perspective, because so many times I feel like the kids, the art they make is so much better because we as adults complicate it a little more. And Georgia help reminds me how to keep it fun and
Like
simple.
there was
definitely
one class where I had, like, it was my last day of school, and at the same time the art class was doing, it was my last time to like see all my friends on Zoom.
Oh, yes.
So I had to miss the art class. So
it was not as fun. Everybody on Zoom was like, "Where is Georgia?"
Oh, she's a regular old celebrity.
Yeah, I was like, she's graduating 3rd grade, so she can't be here.
So
Our YouTube channel is Love Jack Videos. Our hit company is Love Jack. Yeah, and then any of the parents. So we teach the artists and crafts class, but I also teach classes to adults. So we do card making, we do art journaling, we do scrapbooking, and we were doing pop-up classes in Brooklyn, but now we're doing them on Zoom too. So we have one coming up at the end of August.
So you can find all those classes on lovejack.com.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. And then you can be directed to the YouTube channel from lovejack.com.
Exactly. Yes.
Perfect. Wow. And if people wanted to follow you, do you have like an Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah. So our Artists and Crafts Instagram is Artist and Crafts.
Gotcha.
And then also,
and then if you want to follow the adult one, mine is Love Jack Creates.
Very cool.
But they're all linked on the lovejack.com as well.
Isn't there one that's just like you?
Yeah, I mean, that one kind
Your Insta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what kids do. They tell the truth. They tell the truth.
We haven't ventured into TikTok or anything yet. We're just.
Oh yeah, we haven't ventured into TikTok. I think Georgia might be of the age of kind of TikTok as opposed to us. Is that?
Yes, exactly.
It is what it is.
Cousin Kate, she does TikTok.
Yeah.
And she showed us like.
Yeah, our cousin Kate's in her 20s. I think that's the age for TikTok, because often I'm like, oh my goodness, TikTok, is there any censors to these songs?
Nope, no censors. No censors. All right, well, you know what, you guys, thank you so much again. We had a blast. I hope that everybody that was at home got to make some artwork, some really cool artwork. And again, your classes on Thursdays at 10 a.m. on Zoom?
Yes, exactly. And if anybody makes our Van Gogh piece or any of our other pieces, just simply post it on Instagram and tag us, because we love to see what you do.
Yeah, we would love to see it also. You can tag us too if you'd like, just so we can see all the beautiful, we'll post it, we'll, do all sorts of fun stuff. So so stay tuned. Next week we have Lisa Chan. She's a pediatric OT. She's going to do some cool stuff with you. And again, thank you, Miss Jackie and Georgia. We had a blast, and I hope you did too.
We did. Thanks.
Good. I'm so glad. Bye, everybody.
Different.